Good afternoon, friends. Speaking in front of a group of any size can be anywhere between the most terrifying and can be even most rewarding experience of a lifetime. My friends, I'm blessed to have opportunity to deliver more than 100 talks or speeches in the best of the gatherings. I have been never nervous. I never felt nervousness. In fact, sometimes I get extra excited and I feel I'm full of energy every time I speak and face the audience, but surely never nervous. And out of this experience of mine, I shall talk today on the biggest public speaking errors or power loss. Why we lose it and how to build it back when you are addressing a gathering or when you are speaking. It is said, my friends, that people fear talking or presenting more than dying. There are reason to that. That you are still alive after you have given a lousy damn speech. And I have discovered why personal people who have to give a speech get nervous before and during the talk. Nervous and it's evil. Twin, they're afraid. They're symptoms. They are not problems at all. And a few reasons I feel. Unpreparedness. If you're not prepared to present your talk, there is an uneasiness and fear of getting caught unprepared. Sometimes it's in familiarity of the material that you are presenting, or deeper, it's a lack of understanding of the material you are presenting, combined with the fear of being asked a question that you don't know the answer to. Either way, the remedy is to prepare. First, and you must prepare in two parts, I always say that. First, you must understand and own the material you are presenting. And then you memorizing is the single biggest cause of fear in presenting or giving a talk or any speech. Fear of forgetting. If you own it, know it cold, you won't need to memorize it. So prepare a list of questions you anticipate the audience will ask. Then answer each question on paper. By answering your own questions, you will give yourself additional knowledge at the same time and additional self-confidence. Again, it's really equally important the lack of initial rapport with the listeners. This is one of the biggest, I would say, two biggest mistakes, since many presenters spend all their time putting together content. They remain inside the information bubble. Forgetting the establishing lines of communication with listeners is all important. They are comfortable with their talking points and often not comfortable with the people at all. Rapport with your listener isn't only nice, it's make or break proposition concerning your influence with your audience. Stiffness to use your body or hand. Relax. Be comfortable yourself. The body is a vital tool of communication. And the cure is not knowing how to use in front of audience. It's easy. Stop gathering content earlier than you do now. Instead, start rehearsing. Either use video camera. Learn what looks natural. Then get that into your muscle memory. Speaker seems uncomfortable because of fear of failure. Fear announces itself through body. Poor use of eye contact or facial expression is another problem. Speech anxiety, like this, often makes speakers avoid eye contact. focusing instead on the back of the room. If you look people in the eye, they say it will put me off the track. Wrong feeling. Look into the eyes of your audience. That builds the rapport and the confidence. You should know by now, if you have been talking and speaking, whether you have an expressive face or not. If you don't, work with a mirror and try to match what your feelings and what you're saying with your facial expressions. Must be seen and shown. Facial expressions are important because they strongly indicate motive and intentions. If your face is participating, get into this act. It's important. Another problem, lack of humor. Only thing to remember in humor, that humor is safe and worthwhile, while a joke is an invitation to disaster. Humor is commonly that exists everywhere, waiting for you to recognize and use it. Jokes, on the other hand, requires great timing. They include a make or break punchline and often requires the ability to use funny voices. You have to be a good mimic sometimes. And are you really good at stand-up comic shows? So, difference between humor and cracking a joke. Limited self-image is another reason for a power loss or the public speaking error. If you think you're not very pretty, very not good looking, way too much, or the wrong color, or you're too old, you're correct. If you tell yourself that you are the greatest and the getting better, you are also correct. Your choice. Judge yourself. Don't stand in the shadow of the judgment of others. Feel yourself the best. Feel that you are the best looking. Feel that you are attired best, and accordingly your whole thinking becomes. Limited self-image, then along with it you have the limited self-esteem. This differs slightly from the low self-esteem, is that you value yourself and your capabilities at a low level. Someone way back told me that you were stupid or ugly and you believed them. Big mistake. The cure for the limited self-image and low esteem is the same. Go out as far as you can and believe that you are best. The cure lies in your way to direct your own thoughts. Could be some speakers, they are afraid of being ridiculed. This is a bumbling image in a grade school, junior high school and high school where some teachers made fun of you in front of the class. Everyone in the class laughed. You felt like dirt. Teachers have no right to ridicule anybody other than themselves, because this has got a long time effect on the life of that student or child. And same goes for as a parent. Also take care. Don't ridicule your words so much. Your speech directions and intents are unclear due to, I say always, improper preparation. This is the other way where you should remember to place your audience first and information second. As you prepare to speak, I always feel comfortable and proceed in 3 steps. First, I conduct an audience analysis so I know the needs and the preferences of my listeners. You also do that. You be clear about your speaking purpose in talking to audience, and ultimately prepare content that will allow you to succeed with the purpose you have in your mind. Sometimes another public speaking error or the power loss while you're delivering a talk is also because your inability to use the silence for impact. Silence indeed is one of the most powerful tools you possess as a speaker. But nervousness, adrenaline, and extreme self-consciousness may make you banish all pauses. Sometimes just the desire to get the end of the partial situation will cause you to speed fast your speed past your listeners like a runaway locomotive. So, moderate in your delivery. Use silence. Correct pause at the right places. My friends, another error I feel is very common in public speaking is a lack of energy. It causes inappropriate pitch pattern, speech rate, and volume. Nothing is deadlier than a presenter whose speak is a monotonous or so soft that the audience are lulled to sleep. It should be obvious that you should always keep that energy level high. Your speech should not be a monologue and induce sleep. Connected to this is the use of boring language and lack of interest. No. An influential speaker use life language which rejuvenates people. It uses synonyms. It does not use the same word repeatedly time and again. If you focus on all these things I've just discussed, the problems of self-image, the problem of self-esteem, automatically is taken care of. Another factor I feel, which is the reason of the power loss or the public speaking error, is the lack of ultimately self-confidence. This is the most complex of all personality flaws. It's actually a combination of all the factors I've just discussed: the unpreparedness, limited self-image, limited self-esteem, afraid of ridicule, being ridiculed. All combined comes to is lack of self-confidence. So confidence is built over time based on your thinking and life experiences. As you build small victories, your confidence improves. When you first tried to ride a two-wheel bike, maybe you were nervous and shaky. The episode no doubt resulted in a fall, a skinned knee, blood, and excessive crying. Within a week, you were riding the bike. And within 2 weeks, you were riding the bike with no hands. And the result of successful experience, the confidence sets in. My friend, remember, your successful experiences add and build to your success attitude ultimately. If you focus on all these points I've just talked to you, you will be a perfect speaker without any public speaking errors, and I can assure you there will not ever be any power loss while you are delivering a talk. Thank you very much.